Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 boss fights that never made it into the game. For this list, we'll be looking at video game bosses that were cut from the final version of the game. Some of these missing bosses might contain spoilers for the ones that managed to stay until release day, so consider this a spoiler warning. Which one of these bosses would you love to fight? Let us know in the comments.
I return all to nothing.
Number 10. Sky Chase Dragon, Sonic Adventure. What could possibly make an aerial battle with Dr. Eggman more exciting? What about a giant mechanical dragon? Sonic and Tails would have had to fight this mechanized monster when they chased after Eggman with their biplane. The developers couldn't make it happen due to its difficulty and deadlines closing in, so players can never face this flying foe. He just flaps his wings and doesn't do much else. If you can hack your game, you can catch him taking a back seat during this boss battle. Only his flying animation was completed and nothing else. So you can't attack him and he can't attack you, making it a great opportunity to just get to know him. Number 9. Reaper Illusive Man, Mass Effect 3.
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power.
The controversial way this epic space opera ends when you confront the Illusive Man left a bitter taste in the mouths of most fans, which led to a huge backlash. There was an arguably more enjoyable ending, which might have sweetened it a bit. BioWare, the developers, had plans to make a horrifying hybrid between a Reaper and the Illusive Man, which would serve as the final boss. This idea was scrapped because they believed that this version of the boss fight wouldn't fit with the rest of the game and the player's role in the story. A patch with an edited ending was released right after, but that giant Reaper human-sized hole in our hearts will never be filled.
I tried, Shepard.
Number 8. Hydra, Half-Life 2. Development of the sequel to the monumental Half-Life was hectic, to say the least, with plenty of delays and several major changes. One of them was the choice to remove the Hydra creature that was featured in their E3 2003 trailer. You would have come across it in the underground levels in City 17 and in certain parts of the canals. If you weren't careful, it would impale you with one of its 3 neon blue tentacles. There was something about this eerie entity that caught the eyes of several fans, but sadly, it was discarded because it supposedly wasn't fun enough in first person. Number 7. Gojira, Fallout New Vegas. The people of New Vegas can sleep soundly, knowing that they only have to deal with feral ghouls, super mutants, and deathclaws because the real terror is hidden in the game files. It's Gojira! Created as a joke by the animators, they would often send it out to wreak havoc in the wasteland. It's basically a regular fire gecko, but with just a few tweaks. It is around the size of a super mutant behemoth with stats that would make even the toughest enemies in the game tremble. Anything you place in front of it will get slashed, bitten, and burned to a crisp. Number 6. Unused Colossi, Shadow of the Colossus. Fumito Ueda and the rest of Team Ico worked tirelessly to bring all 16 Colossi to life in the game, but during its development, they had created a whopping 48 or so concepts for Colossi. This slowly narrowed down to 24, and eventually to the 16 that you can fight in the game. These monsters went through numerous stages of planning and iteration, with some even making their way into game demos. Maintaining the flow of the game, a lack of time and hardware limitations are the main reasons for whittling down the list to a third. Maybe a sequel could shine some light on these forgotten creatures. Number 5. Monster Chicken, Silent Hill. The enemies and bosses you face in Silent Hill are equal parts cryptic and creepy. What if we told you that there were a few animal-based bosses that didn't make the cut? These are 3D models of beasts that players might have run into, like butterflies, frogs, monkeys, and even a chicken. You play as Harry Mason, a man in search of his adopted daughter Cheryl. Harry has to deal with all the horrors of a town called Silent Hill, which would have included a boss battle with a very grotesque and meaty chicken without any skin. This chicken would be a handful for Harry, or even a bucketful, and would have given the ones from Hyrule a run for their feathers. Number 4. King Jariel, Dark Souls. From Software's perfectly crafted boss fights have led to many broken controllers and keyboards. Although many unfinished bosses never made it into Dark Souls, the undead King Jariel persists. He can be found in the game files and comes complete with dialogues and a killer set of moves. You can release him from the game files with mods, and you can then find him in the place of where another boss would have been, with wild swings with his giant curved sword and the ability to steal soul levels. We're sure that Jariel would have become famous, or rather infamous, among Souls fans. Number 3. Great One Beast, Bloodborne. This game has more than its fair share of ghastly bosses, but maybe adding just another one, another great one, wouldn't hurt. The Great One Beasts exists in the game files and will occupy some space in your nightmares for a while. It is a gigantic wolf with crimson eyes, long claws, and an almost unrelenting pace. The Great One Beast can be found in an unnamed part of the Chalice Dungeons, which are intricate underground ruins that lie beneath the city of Yharnam. The best way to fight is to play defensively and beware of glitches, since he's technically not meant to be there. Number 2. Devil Joker, Persona 2, Innocent Sin.
I return all to nothing.
Rumors play an important role in the world of Persona 2. A few words can influence people and change reality. This happens when Joker, the antagonist, is called an angel and then later a devil. Players see Joker transform into his angel form, but his devil form is suspiciously missing. Well, the sneaky devs ditched his devil form, but a sprite of it is still in the game files. There's also concept art of what Devil Joker would have looked like up close. Even though he was scrapped, he still has a full stats line and spell list. Maybe if we say it enough times, it'll come true. Do YouTube comments count as rumors? Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Kraid, Metroid Prime. He's massive, he's mean, and he's missing from the game. Viruses, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. We guess our Mega Vitamins worked too well.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Priestess, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver.
Heretic. Welcome to your undoing.
Crystal Dynamics, the developers of the series, ran into more than a few bumps while making this game. Several chunks of it were cut out to meet deadlines and to save some content for the next game. This is why players never fought the Priestess. You can find and fight her in the alpha build of the game. The Priestess is supposed to stand on a pedestal and summon waves of vampires for you to deal with. Unfortunately, this doesn't happen, as she spawns on the floor, which makes her vulnerable, and she can only summon vampires one at a time. It's safe to say that fans would love to sink their teeth into a finished version of this boss battle.
You are the one who has betrayed his faith, his brethren, his creator.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.